Hey guys, it's another day with me. I would say the Ricos, but no one's here. I'm making this video today because I haven't posted any videos or any updates and everybody has been asking for them. The reason why I haven't posted is because not a lot of you guys know, but I have acne and I got rid of it, but it came back. It completely came back, so I was extremely embarrassed to even show my face on camera. I mean, obviously on Instagram, you know, you use filters, you know, you catfish, but with a regular camera you can't really do that. So I haven't posted. That's the reason why I haven't posted. Right now you can still see it, but it wasn't as flared up as it was about 2 days ago, and it was flared up for probably the past 2 months. Here, I'll show you guys how it looks. So this is just a scab right here. It's mostly on my jawline. Everything else that's like you can see a dot is where it recently healed. And I messed with this one today and I messed with this one today, but here's the other side. Obviously it could be worse, but it doesn't make me feel my best when it is flared up. So that's the reason why I haven't posted. I did want to post this video before I post an update video because everyone's asking me for an update video on my tummy tuck. This is going to be posted first, then my next video will definitely be answering some of your guys' questions and a quick update because I have a lot of questions. Okay, so my acne first started. I can't tell you an exact date when it started. I've always had acne throughout high school. I've always had like breakouts. My skin was never the clearest, but it's never gotten this bad. But when I started noticing that it was really bad, or it flared up for some reason, was I would say August, September of 2019. I had tried putting aloe vera. I've tried you know, all these acne treatments that you get from the drugstore. Literally everything I've tried and had no success with. And let me go ahead and show you a picture of how it looked on October 2019. So this is how it looks. If you see, like, it got super bad and no one knew this because I would like put makeup on every single day. I would put makeup on. Even like if I would get out of the shower, I would put concealer on like the dots and call it a night. Like that's what I would do because I was so embarrassed. I didn't even let Edward see me that way, but I'm sure he knew it felt better for me to put concealer on. And after this photo, for some reason, it went down. And this is November 14th. This is the same day I finally went to a dermatologist because I was just like, you know what? I've been having this my whole life. I need to figure this out. Obviously, nothing through the drugstore is helping. So I was kind of like done and I just wanted to go on Accutane. And no, I did not end up going on Accutane, so don't think that. But okay, and then this is a month later, and for some reason my acne went down. I guess it was just for the month of September, October, where it really flared up and I really got tired of it. But I stopped the aloe vera treatment, all the products that I used, and I was like, you know what, maybe it's just making it worse. Let me just use a regular gentle face wash and just put vitamin E. So I've been putting vitamin E, and that's all I would put on my face as a moisturizer. And the Aveeno foaming gentle exfoliator or cleanser, I'll post a picture here. And I was using that, but I was still getting flare-ups. I mean, I guess you can say the vitamin E helped a lot, but I would still get some around my chin area. So I would still get flare-ups. So I mean, the vitamin E, I guess you can kind of say, was working more on my scars and my actual acne because I would still get them. And okay, sorry if it changed a bit, like the scenery. I was out of memory on my memory card, so I'm using a different memory card. Just zoomed in so it looked better. Okay, so on my first appointment, the photos that I just showed you, that's how my skin looked that first appointment. And then what he did that day was kind of look through it. It was very quickly, like literally, like I was in there for like 10 minutes talking to the doctor, and he prescribed me Dorix, mispronounced it, I'll put it right here, Dorix 200 mg, and then I took half of one a day. And then I was on that prescription. So he prescribed me that, and he did tell me that I could be on it for a long time. But literally a month later, my skin, I felt like my skin was looking better. 1 month later, and this was 2 weeks later from the last one that I just showed you. I look fucking ugly, sorry. These pictures are usually when I had just woken up. I usually get them like all around this area. Like I hardly ever get pimples on my forehead or like up here. So after this photo, I kind of figured that it was looking a little bit better, like a little bit better. Then he started noticing, okay, what's left is now scars. So and obviously I'm still getting some, so he wants to treat it topically, you know what I mean, like face creams. And then he prescribed me these two. So this one I put on in the morning, and this one I put on at night. And with these two, it made my skin so much better, like 100 times better. Like the scars like faded away pretty quickly. Like as soon as I got one, and if I messed with it and I, you know, left myself a scab, it would heal pretty fast. And here are photos of just using these two about 2 weeks later. A couple days after that photo, once it all healed. 1 month, completely 1 month after using these two. So what was left was, you know, scarring, you know, and this is 2 months after. And around this photo, I stopped taking my medication. And the reason why I stopped taking the medication, and mind you, I was still taking this, but I stopped taking my medication on March. For like 3 to 4 months, I was on the Dorix 200 mg, half of it a day. And after I stopped, I still had my clear skin. I was still using these two. I felt great. Like I took pictures without like a problem. And I always made sure to use like extreme filters, you know, because no one wants to show their bad side. So the reason I stopped taking my medication on March was because this is probably like too much information, but I kept getting yeast infections. When you take antibiotics, any type of antibiotics, sometimes girls get yeast infections, and obviously who wants yeast infections like every single other week? Like nobody, right? And then as soon as I stopped taking the medication, my yeast infections never came back. Till this day, I have not had a yeast infection since I was on that medication. 3 months after, 3 months, almost 4 months after. And this is when I was like, yes, it's finally like actually working. This is going great. Then I had my surgery. And obviously you guys saw in the videos, I was talking about I was breaking out. I obviously had to take medication to help heal me and take the pain away, and you know, muscle relaxers, antibiotics just in case you know, I don't get infections in my incision. And 3 days after taking like post-surgery medication, I started breaking out. And you could probably see, like if you see my video of the first week post-op video, you can see that my skin was clear. Like you could probably see scars or probably 1 pimple at most, but it wasn't bad. Then on my 3rd day, I believe, I started breaking out. We didn't know why. Edward said it was possibly because like it was trying to detox, you know, the medication, and I was like, yeah, okay, probably because obviously it started when I started taking these medications. And then a couple days passed by, and then it was getting worse. And this is it, a month after I had my surgery and was taking those medications. I'm not saying that that was the reason I started breaking out again. I'm just saying that's when it started. Like that's when it started, when I started taking those medications. But this was me 1 month after my surgery. So So it started coming back. It wasn't the worst, but it was enough for me to be like, oh yeah, it's coming back. And then I was like, okay, maybe it's just like a phase, maybe like I'll just leave it. Continued on with these two, like let's just leave it. And then 2 months passed by, and then this is my face. And just look at how much little tiny bumps appeared on my skin. What, like what the fuck? Like I felt like it was probably a little worse than what it originally was. And obviously I was like, I don't want to show my face on camera, so I'm just not gonna record an update. And so I was just like kind of like ignoring anyone who really asked, or I just like play it off like, yeah, next time, like I just don't want to do it right now because it looks the same. I just didn't, because I was so embarrassed. After this photo, I went to the dermatologist again, and he was like, okay, you don't want to be on the antibiotics because it gives you yeast infections. Let's try something out. Maybe it's hormonal because it's usually just right here. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's try something different. So he prescribed me prolactin. It's pretty much a hormonal balance kind of pill. It's usually used for high blood pressure, heart disease. So I started taking that. I started looking up the symptoms, and I was extremely scared of taking it, but I was like, you know what, like I don't care, I just want my acne to be gone. Started taking it. A month goes by and nothing's changed. I go back to the dermatologist and I'm like, hey, look at all these little bumps, they're still here, like what's going on, like why like this medication isn't working. So he told me that, you know, it could take some time to work, you know, so just give it about 3 months to see if it kind of changed. And then he was like, and for the meantime, like I will try today I'll try popping all the little bumps because maybe they just need to be forced out. So he poked them with a needle and popped them. This is how it looked. This was him after he poked all of them, or not all of them, some of them. This was my good side, this is my good side, and then here's my chin or jawline. And that was 5 days ago, and now we're here. And this is how it looks now. Obviously you saw, but you know, the photos I just showed you were 5 days ago. So he popped them, and I'm still taking the spirolactin and still using this. And I feel like this really helps them. Like obviously you saw all the scabbing 5 days ago, and using this I feel like it really does help with healing them a lot better. But this one, if you do use it for some reason, just use one pillow because it literally stains your pillow. Like it's like if it has bleach inside, like imagine scrubbing like bleach on your pillow, and that's what it would do to your pillow. So just specifically use only one pillow or pillowcase while using this. Obviously wash it just because you don't want to lay on a dirty pillow. I'll show you my pillow. Baby, can you pass me the pillow that's all stained? The gray one.
Gray?
This is what it did to my gray pillow. Here's the other side. Here you go, baby.
Baby, there ain't nothing gray about that pillow.
So that's what it does to your pillow. So make sure just to use any pillowcase you don't like, and only use that pillowcase. Don't use any other pillows. And this is how it is with using the spirolactin. I'm not sure if you would consider, I mean obviously yes, it's getting better, but hopefully it stays like this. Hopefully it's just not like a little phase. I think if it does fade this or help with my acne a lot, I might stay on it for probably, I would say 6 months. I'm gonna tell my doctor, like, if this doesn't help, I want to go on Accutane next. I don't want to continue hopping from medications all over the place. Like, let's just go to Accutane and get this over with. So that's it now. I will I'm sure that a lot of other people deal with acne, so I'm just gonna stop worrying about my acne and just give you guys updates. I just want you guys to know, like, if you see acne a lot, or even if I cover it up with makeup and you notice like I have acne, just know that I told you I had acne. I'm gonna get you guys an update video next video, I promise. Okay, now that I have confessed my insecurities to you, hopefully I won't be as insecure. I'm sure a lot of other people struggle with acne that don't, you know, post it on Instagram. I mean, like, who wants to show their acne? Like, who wants to be like, oh yes, like acne, like, yeah, let's get this side. Like, come on. Like, I'm sure a lot of people have acne and struggle with acne and will probably find this video in a way helpful. I mean, I didn't completely get rid of my acne, but I mean, maybe you kind of want to try one of these products. Maybe it'll work for you, because obviously everything works different for everybody, you know? Like, something that works for you might not work for me, you know? Or even just try a dermatologist if you haven't already. Like, why not? Go take a trip if you've been taking like literally every acne treatment on the market. Might as well give a dermatologist a try. I feel like it's worked a lot more than any acne treatment at the drugstore has, so I'm gonna continue going. And chemical peels I'll start doing once I go at least a month without a breakout. I'll be doing the needles, micro needling or micro blading, one of those two. I'm gonna start doing probably in 2 to 3 months. I'll start doing that, as well as chemical peels. Chemical peels I'm gonna start next month. I'll be posting how my acne is doing when I do my chemical peel. If I notice that people are asking me, I will give them an update, and I will record my whole chemical peel experience. I know that for a week your whole skin's going to be peeling, so I won't be working. So I'll be doing that, and I'll be updating you guys on my acne if you guys want. That's all for this video. Next video will be my update on my tummy tuck, so keep an eye out for that. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe, because if you don't, you might just get hit by the Ricos. Hi baby, you wanna say hi?
What's happening? Damn, hella spit came out of my mouth. What are you doing?
Do you want to say what I'm doing?
No, baby, I mean, it's obvious you're doing a video, but well, what kind of video? What are you doing?
You're very ashy.
How dare you say that in front of the camera?
No, you're crazy.
The camera adds ashiness.
I'm talking about my acne.
Your acne?
Yeah.
What's wrong with your acne?
What do you mean what's wrong? I have it. That's what's wrong.
I just really? Or
No.
you just wow. Fucking swerve.
Shut up. It's gonna take a while, okay?
Who's gonna run my back to sleep?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Alright, let me hit it the side boob.
Okay.